This was a company that came up way back in the year 1993. It was a company that was far ahead of its time. The pioneer of that company is called George Harris. Now, the mindset of George Harris, he created an online space, he created an online, internet business that's something similar to YouTube. Yeah, and if you check the statistics, you check the record, Facebook was up in the internet space in year 2004. YouTube was up there in year 2005, and we'll find WhatsApp was 2009, and Zoom came up in 2011. Now, these were a company that became billion-dollar company in the internet space. Now, Sudo.com was far ahead of all these, like between Sudo.com and Facebook was not less than 11 years. And when Sudo.com was launched in the internet space, the environment was not yet ripe. The smartphones, Android phones, access to computer as we have it today is not, the laptop was not as popular as we're having it today. The internet was not as easily accessible as we're having it today. Now, despite the fact that Sudo.com was created in the more like a similarity of YouTube, a video uploaded meant to be streamed, but because majority of the people that are meant to be streaming this video online do not have access to the internet, and if you check the record, you'll find out that majority of the YouTube, Facebook space, Facebook is able to make more from Africa. And way back in 1993, Africans they don't have as much access as they're having today to the internet. So despite the fact that the product was perfect, but because it was ahead of its time and the world was not yet ready, Africa was still far behind as far as internet is concerned. In the year 1993, the business failed completely. The idea of the product that was launched by George Harris, Sudo.com, failed, not because there was anything wrong in the product, but because the timing was wrong. Now, most time people go into business and encounter things like this, where it seems as if they have experienced business failure, not because the product was bad, but because the timing. There is a particular seed, like every seed, every business, every idea is like a seed, and every seed has its time. When their seed is brought into the market, or sown into the soil far ahead of its time, it ends up becoming unproductive, not because the seed is wrong, but because the soil and the timing is wrong.